internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to an episode of 24 Hours Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. Wow, that's all I gotta say. I can't believe what we're gonna go over today. Take a look at this narrative. You just can't make this stuff up. Elon Musk, XRP, a universal payment system. It's all happening right in front of our eyes and people are blind to it. The big shift is happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back, relax, because this video is gonna be by far one of my best videos put together. XRP can now be donated to charities on the Giving block. Ripple will be joining Shift4 CEO. Who is this Shift4 CEO? It is Jared Isaacman. Jared Isaacman is also close with Elon Musk. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk and Shift4 Payments CEO Jared Isaacman posed together at SpaceX. And he is partnered with Elon Musk on this. This is Shift4's website. Accept payments everywhere with Shift4 end-to-end commerce solution. Can Ripple assist with Shift4? Absolutely. In a moment, things are going to get absolutely shocking, okay? So here's Jared Isaacman, who led the first all-private astronaut mission to orbit, has commissioned 3 more flights. Still, hand in hand with Elon Musk and SpaceX. Things get very interesting here. Take a look at how all these individuals work together, and then you tell me that XRP is not going to be, this new system that everyone's on board with, okay? Musk's satellite internet services, Starlink, has tapped Shift4 to process consumer payments worldwide. With some $500 million in revenue in the June quarter, Shift4 is smaller than rivals such as Adyen, Global Payments, and Square parent Block. And if we go down here, take a listen to this, and I'm going to play a video by Elon Musk. Isaacman started the company in 1999 when he was 16. Today, Isaacman controls more than 80% of Shift's voting power and 35% of the company. Get ready to get mind blown. Isaac started this in 1999, and take a listen to what Elon Musk said here.
There's a product plan I wrote, which I wish I'd kept a copy of in July of 2000, where I thought it would be possible to make the most valuable financial institution in the world. And we're going to execute that plan from 22 years ago, which amazingly no one has done. And so I think that's part of why I think Twitter will be ultimately extremely valuable, because I'm going to execute the X.com game plan from 22 years ago with some improvements.
Wow, folks, in 2000, these guys were already way ahead. Like I said, everything's already pre-planned way ahead of time by these multi-billionaires. There's a group of individuals that control the world. They already know what's going to happen 10, 20 years from now. And what's going to happen 10, 20 years from now is that this crypto market is going to be 100% over 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 trillion dollars. And then I'm going to show you guys another video of just backing that up. Now going back to the Musk wallet that we found, and on the XRP scan, here it is with 17 million XRP, and this was all contributed by Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, Andreessen Horowitz, and some other unknown names that we have not figured out yet. But they all put this XRP back in the same, all together in one wallet back in 2017. Okay, now take a listen to this video of this panel. Shout out to Cypress for this one. Take a listen to this. They're talking about when is the moonshot moment in this crypto sector. Take a listen.
As you put it, a huge paradigm shift. And I like that you said it was your North Star for my fellow panelists. What will be the North Star for you all, or kind of that moonshot, if you will, from where you sit?
Well, if we fast forward a decade, my humble belief is a majority of financial assets will have been issued natively as digital assets on a blockchain, traded on a blockchain. That is hugely disruptive to how financial services works today, which is via permissioned intermediaries. And I think public blockchains offer the opportunity to catalyze greater innovation in the space than we've seen to date. And this is finance's internet moment, right? This is when the financial architecture changes materially. It's having been in financial service.
And when the financial architecture changes, you're going to require major liquidity behind that. And then this is where Ripple is going to help. Not just fiat on-ramps and off-ramps, and not just connecting and bridging digital assets. It's going to be bridging anything with value. Okay, take a listen to this.
At Ripple, we built Liquidity Hub to seamlessly bridge the new world of digital assets with the traditional world of fiat. The experience is plug and play, encompassing a single API connection into a breadth of liquidity pools. It offers optimized pricing via smart order routing, and through Ripple's suite of products, best-in-class last-mile fiat payouts into global jurisdictions will be available. Liquidity Hub powers interoperability between crypto and fiat systems, bridging digital assets seamlessly.
And before we get into what David Schwartz said here, this is, I can't believe he even commented this. He replied to a tweet that blew my mind. And now go ahead and take a listen to this clip here, folks. How early we are to this sector, this whole crypto sector. This man right here said it perfectly. We always talk about this, when the stock market came out, we weren't there to advise everybody. We didn't communicate it, but just take a listen to this.
We are in the early stages of this technology, and I really want to provide some examples of that. It generally takes about 25 to 30 years for human beings to adopt a new data transfer technology. Radio was invented in 1890, but wasn't commercially available until the 1920s. TV was developed in the 1920s, but wasn't in homes until the 1950s. Email was invented in 1969, but most of you most likely didn't have an email address until 1997. There is one that I really want to focus on, and that's TCP/IP, which is the internet, for those that don't know. It was developed as a DARPA project in 1970, but it wasn't really commercially accepted until 1995 when it was rolled out with Windows 95. There's another important date, which is 1983. 1983 is when TCP/IP was accepted as the standard protocol for internet development, 13 years after it was created. Well, here we are, 13 years after Bitcoin was created, and we're just now starting to talk about standardization. This is not a coincidence. Adoption at this stage is not a technology problem, it's a human conditioning issue. Every 13-year-old in the United States has only existed in a world where Bitcoin has existed. 3 years from now, every 16-year-old will have only existed in a world where Bitcoin has existed. 16 years old is an important date because it's generally when someone becomes interested in becoming a developer. They are the adoption layer. We here in this room, we're the infrastructure layer. It's our responsibility to create an environment where every 13-year-old American has a framework upon which they can build the next world on.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that is very, very well said. And now listen to what David Schwartz said here. XRP a satire Twitter account, said, my conservative predictions for the Ripple XRP community party that's happening in September. He said, Ripple announces full settlement with SEC. Ripple announces IPO. XRP runs past all-time highs during the party, which we kind of, I could say I don't think that's going to happen. Gary Gensler is marched naked through the crowd as well as we all yell shame. I don't think we're going to be doing that. XRP does jello shots with Brad. And David Schwartz replies and says, only 2 of those things will happen. What could it be? Because let's just say this is one of them. Okay? That means either Ripple announces IPO, XRP runs past all-time highs, Ripple announces full settlement with the SEC, because we know Gary Gensler is not going to be marched naked through a crowd as we all yell shame. As much as we want to, it's not going to happen. And I know as much as you guys want to see that, it's not going to happen. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Very bullish tweet reply by David Schwartz. Pretty funny. But exciting times ahead for every XRP hodler. $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60 for XRP is going to be 100% achieved just based off of logical math and human common sense in math, okay? That's all it is. That's all it is. Throw market cap out the window, just talk about utility, common sense math, and numbers don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, we'll be back with another video. SpaceX, they're talking about when is the moon shine.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.